money. Now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Taking it about the 16. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Early again here on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Goff now on second down. Being chased out left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
12, 12. 11, 11. Hey, lift.
From the gun, here's Goff. And able to find Decker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Value 3.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Morris Claiborne makes the play defensively. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
We go. DC. Tiger. Shell. Value 1.
On second down, here's Goff. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
12. 54, south.
On second down, Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the a first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
54, south. Gun. Wait. Wait. 11. Get up.
To throw is Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
22. Hey, south. Wait.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They get it to him running left. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Now Ryan. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Goff. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Louis.
Out of the gun. Goff eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Value three. Hey, 76.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Start left here. Orange.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Shell. 76.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, 32 yards. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And here now come the Falcons. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. And the Rams getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Lift!
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
12. DC. Go. Stu.
Goff now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, 76.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Zerline's kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Tiger, tiger. Cut. By 20. Tiger, tiger. Cut.
Now it's gone. And he's got Decker, left side. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Rams on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Gone. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Tell him. 76. 76.
On the toss, it's Gurley. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Rams on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there, Ryan to Jones, 42 yards. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Michael Brocker's in on the stop. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He'll buy some time right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Now, yes, a 2-position. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity. In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point. Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star.
39. 12.
On first down, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, Ryan. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Gun.
2nd and 10 now, Ryan. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, South. Stay space. Hey, Tuesday.
To throw on third down, Ryan. Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and the receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On second down, here's Goff. Throw left side, complete. It's Decker. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. But they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the gun, here's Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
22! Hey, Tuesday.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Freeman again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Gun. Hey, express.
Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Rams have got it back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And they will take a knee here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 20.